Good morning, everyone!
Hello, and welcome to a new week, another Monday, but we're here to make it a lot brighter. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Let's get you up to speed with some news that you could use right now.
Rise and shine, beautiful people. I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Let's make today and this whole week unforgettable with good vibes, great company, and loads of inspiration.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. Happy Monday. Your mornings are always more fun with us. Join us in the next hour and a half for stories and conversations that matter. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I feel like I always say that every Monday, but I really do hope everybody had a great weekend.
Did you not do anything this weekend?
No,
Exactly.
I told you over the weekend I hibernate. Anne and I hibernate.
Yeah, we rested. And rest is not nothing, huh? Rest is actually
it was
very
so
important.
much needed.
Yeah.
100%.
Did you rest?
No. No, I ended
You
up...
played football, right?
I played football over Saturday, but then I also wrapped up a tournament that I actually do hold for youth, for girls under 19. So I held a youth competition that ended yesterday. It was 2 months long. So congratulations to Makati Football Club for defeating a Beachhead FC in our final yesterday. And yeah, it was great because we had like over 50,000 viewers over on Facebook for our final. So yeah, it was really great, and thank you very much to all our sponsors for that particular event. And it was great to wrap it up because syempre, sleepless nights.
Yeah, congrats on
in
the
a good
event.
way. Yeah. So again, for those who are interested, it's called Ang Liga. Check it out on our Facebook page, and hopefully we have more teams in the future and trying to help develop Philippine football, especially for the youth and girls in particular. It's actually Women's Month, diba? So
yes.
it all works out.
Love
Yeah, I mean, like that was my weekend. So did you?
You know,
girls
I was
do-
wondering why your game is so late at night.
Oh no, that's different. So I play in a league for fitness reasons, but that's very
He
selfish.
does a lot.
It's so late at night because I saw your post like, huh?
Kasi mainit kapag
I'm already sleeping by
Yeah,
then.
me too. It was 11 something.
That's
And I'm
the
like, what?
heat index, guys.
It is
Like
really
you stay
hot.
away from the sun if you
But
can.
first, so antok.
I know, it's so bad. By 9 p.m., I'm asleep.
Yeah, I know, but it was funny because I remember, I think it was Friday, I had work until near midnight, and then I accompanied my girlfriend to a 10K run at like 6 a.m. So the next day. So
Oh
it's
my
just one of those
goodness.
things.
Your
How you're
energy, bro.
alive.
It's amazing.
I don't know how I am.
Have you
alive.
rested at all?
What's the rest?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness.
Well, I hope you guys had a restful weekend. Now, let's give you guys some news that you can use this morning. First up, for the motorists, let's check out the major roads in Metro Manila at this hour. Here is the situation along EDSA Quezon Avenue flyover. On the left side of your screens are vehicles going to Quiapo, and on the right side are vehicles bound for the Quezon Memorial Circle. Moderate traffic already if you're headed to the Quiapo area. Light to moderate on the opposite side. Now let's take a look now at EDSA Mega Mall northbound. On the left side is the northbound lane going to Quiapo or to Cubao. On the right side is the southbound lane headed to Shaw Boulevard. Things are already slowing down if you're headed southbound. On the opposite lane, light to moderate traffic on that stretch. Now, the expanded vehicle number scheme is in full swing. It's a Monday, guys. So vehicles with license plates ending in 1 and 2 should be off the road right about now till 10 a.m. and again later from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Now we have some good news for motorists this Monday. We can expect a rollback in fuel prices this week. Gasoline prices are seen to drop by 1 peso and 40 centavos to 1 peso and 70 centavos per liter. Diesel will decrease by 90 centavos to 1 peso and 20 centavos per liter. Kerosene is also projected to be cheaper by 1 peso and 50 centavos to 1 peso and 70 centavos per liter. This is the second straight week of fuel price rollbacks. The Energy Department cites factors such as a rise in U.S. crude stockpiles, along with planned increases in OPEC Plus production behind the latest price cuts. Now let's find out what the weather will be like this Monday. I hope not too hot. Paolo has today's forecast from Weather HQ. Take it away, Pao.
Thank you so much, Mo. Let's find out whether or not it'll be too hot, because today, 3 weather systems are going to be affecting the country. Now, let's start off first in the north. Now, the northeast monsoon is impacting the far northern parts of Luzon. Now, the shear line is also affecting northern Luzon as well as eastern Luzon. Let's take a look at this. So this is where the shear line is impacting the country. Lastly, the easterlies are bringing warm and humid conditions for the rest of the country. So we're not even going to have really an indicator. It's just going to show that everywhere else is affected by the easterlies. Now, in northern Luzon, the northeast monsoon will cause partly cloudy skies with isolated light rain showers in the Batanes and the Babuyan Islands area. So right about here in the north. While the shear line, the boundary where the warm and cool air masses meet, will bring cloudy skies, scattered rain showers, and isolated thunderstorms over the Cordillera Administrative Region, as well as Cagayan, Isabela, Nueva Vizcaya, Quirino, Aurora, Quezon, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, and Albay. It will also cause partly cloudy skies with isolated rain showers and thunderstorms over in the Ilocos region. Now, let's go down a bit south. In the southern part of the country, the easterlies will continue to bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and isolated thunderstorms over in eastern Samar, Leyte, southern Leyte, northern Mindanao, Caraga, Davao region, and Socsargen. Now, let's go take a look at this here. This is the weather in Visayas and Mindanao, but we're going to go up north just a bit further, go back to Metro Manila. Let's take a look at Metro Manila. But first, let's take a look at Visayas first, apparently. So let's take a look at the Visayas area. Of course, Catbalogan, Tacloban, and all of those areas affected, as well as the areas here of Mindanao. Let's take a look at Metro Manila here, where in Metro Manila and the rest of the country, you can expect warm and humid conditions under the influence of the easterlies. Now, this will come with a chance of isolated rain showers and thunderstorms, particularly in the afternoon. Now, as for the sea conditions, there is no gale warning in effect, so it is generally safe to go out to seas. However, sailors are advised to remain alert to any potential changes in the weather while navigating. Now, here's Pagasa's latest heat index forecast for today. Now, areas with extreme caution having a heat index of 41 degrees Celsius include Cuyo, Palawan, and San Jose Occidental, Mindoro. Other locations with a heat index of 40 degrees Celsius include Dagupan, Pangasinan, Puerto Princesa, Palawan, Virac, Catanduanes, Iloilo, and Zamboanga City. The major metro cities are also under extreme caution. A feels-like temperature of 36 degrees Celsius is expected over Metro Manila and Metro Cebu, while Metro Davao is forecasted to have a 34 degrees Celsius heat index. Now, prolonged exposure to these temperatures may lead to heat cramps and exhaustion. So if you go outside, make sure you stay hydrated, wear light clothing, and minimize your time as much as possible in the heat. Now, that's it for Weather HQ at the moment. Back to you, girls.
Thank you so much, Pao. Now, motorists are advised that vehicle restrictions will be enforced for vehicles using the F. Manalo Bridge starting today, March 10. A notice from the Pasig City Public Information Office says only pedestrians and vehicles weighing less than 1,000 kilograms will be allowed to pass the bridge. These light vehicles include tricycles, motorcycles, bicycles, e-bikes, and e-trikes. Vans, cargos, and trucks are banned from using the bridge. Even emergency vehicles will have to take the alternative route to cross. The restrictions will be enforced from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. The F. Manalo Bridge has a load limit of 10 tons, a height restriction of 3 meters, and a speed limit of 15 kilometers per hour. This is the same bridge that was temporarily shut down last year after getting damaged by barges during the peak of Typhoon Karina and the intensified southwest monsoon.
The Commission on Elections is now reviewing the guidelines for the Ayuda para sa Kapos ang Kita program, or AKAP, making sure this program isn't used for politicking during the campaign period. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia says they are cross-checking whether the guidelines match their condition with the Department of Social Welfare and Development. DSWD asks the poll body not to include the program in the election ban. COMELEC will come up with their own recommendation this week.
Pakiusap natin, hindi po ba pwede naman tayong tumulong kahit tayo LGU bilang parte ng ating serbisyo na binibigay sa mga mamamayan, na huwag na lang na po siguro natin mailathala. Isipin niyo po, mahirap yung lagi natin na babalita, nare-repack NFA race yan. Pagkatapos bigla na lang may mukha ng politiko.
8 out of 10 Filipinos prefer candidates who believe that the Philippines should assert its rights against China's aggressive actions in the West Philippine Sea. In a Commission Social Weather Station survey conducted from February 15 to 19, 78% of respondents said they will choose a candidate who wants to assert our UNCLOS rights. The sentiment is highest in the National Capital Region, with 87% of the respondents choosing candidates who profess the perceived nationalistic stance over candidates who believe otherwise. It is weakest in Mindanao, where 33% of respondents prefer candidates who don't believe in countering China's actions in the West Philippine Sea. Both urban and rural respondents overwhelmingly support candidates who will fight for our right to the West Philippine Sea. 77% of those polled agree with the statement that the government must further strengthen its alliances with other countries through joint patrols, joint sales, and joint military exercises to assert and defend the Philippines' territorial and economic rights in the West Philippine Sea. The national survey is commissioned by Strat-based, an advisory and research consultancy group. It was conducted via face-to-face interviews of 1,800 registered voters.
Experts say the increase in unemployment rate in January could be due to the seasonal jobs that ended in December. On BNC's agenda, Job Street marketing head Joe Yusinko explains that the holiday season brought demand to the retail and F&B industry, which eventually subsided in January. However, Yusinko shares January could be a good time for opportunities in IT, BPO, fintech, and renewable energy. But Yusinko advises job seekers to catch up with new technology.
We actually advise them to really upskill, and learn to embrace these things with AI, So, as we often said, AI will not really replace people, but actually people who know how to use AI will replace people who do not know. So, those are the realities of it. Secondly, AI also brings in a lot of new roles, Despite roles being impacted by AI, there will be very new roles that we are seeing now.
A bill is being pushed at the lower house, seeking to help consumers, especially parents, make better choices in their next trip to the grocery. House Bill number 9819 seeks the inclusion of a front of pack warning labels in prepackaged food products. The content of a certain food item will be displayed, especially for those who are looking to cut down on salt, sugar, and fat intake. Health experts and advocates say the clear food labeling and even responsible marketing is a strong way to help people avoid non-communicable diseases. The bill also includes the regulation of, quote, child-directed marketing of unhealthy food products. This comes as children tend to make unhealthy food choices based on what they see on TV and social media.
Na-advertise sa mga bata ito. At dahil hindi naman informed yung decision ng mga bata, nakita niyang, wow, may cartoons. Wow, yung favorite local artist ko ay advertiser nitong ice cream. Maybe I should buy it.
Dahil komportable ang ating mga bata ngayon na mag-order online ng pagkain nila at dinideliver na lang kahit na isang drink lang yan, importanteng alam nila kung anong ipinapasok sa kanila. Because otherwise, we are building a nation of children who will eventually develop obesity, diabetes, and heart disease.
Surigao del Norte's 2nd District Representative Robert H. Barbers is urging Malacanang to order investigation into the alleged granting of lease to operate to at least 85 Chinese-owned firms by certain local government units. These are supposedly in the coastal towns of Bataan, Zambales, and Pangasinan. The lawmaker says he received reliable information from some fishermen on the suspicious activities of the Chinese-owned firms. He explains Chinese spy invaders have adopted same illegal business patterns of the banned POGO operators in the country by befriending and corrupting authorities.
The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission and Bureau of Immigration work together to expedite the deportation process of undesirable aliens. The immigration conducted 2 inquest proceedings against 549 foreign nationals apprehended from 2 POGOs in Parañaque and Pasay City. There are now 899 foreign nationals in PAOK's custodial facility in Pasay.
Former President Rodrigo Duterte says he is ready to face an arrest warrant that will supposedly come from the International Criminal Court. This is in connection with his controversial war on drugs, which he defended before the Filipino community in Hong Kong.
Assuming na totoo talaga yung naririnig ninyo. Bakit ko ginawa yan? Para sa sarili ko? Para sa pamilya ko? Para sa inyo at ang inyong mga anak sa ating bayan.
The Filipino community in Hong Kong gathered to show their support to former President Rodrigo Duterte. Vice President Sara Duterte joined yesterday's event, Pasasalamat kay PRRD. The gathering also recognized the sacrifices and contributions of overseas Filipino workers.
The Office of the Solicitor General says it has not received any notice from the International Criminal Court. Presidential Communications Office Chief Jay Ruiz, however, says they are ready for any eventuality. PCO Undersecretary Claire Castro says the government is legally obligated to cooperate with Interpol if a red notice or arrest warrant comes out.
Now for an update on the Pope's health. The Vatican says Pope Francis is showing good response on his treatment 3 weeks after he was admitted to the hospital for double pneumonia. Francis continues his therapy as well as his respiratory and motor physiotherapy. The Vatican also shares the pontiff follows his prescribed diet, which now includes solid foods.
In other world news, Canada chooses their new prime minister today amid a trade war with the United States that could cripple the Canadian economy. The next prime minister will have to negotiate with U.S. President Donald Trump as he threatens additional tariffs. Canada's Liberal Party will announce the first round of results this morning, and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced his resignation in January.
In sports, the annual Lady Bulldogs remain flawless in UAP Season 87. The defending volleyball Queens took down the UP Fighting Maroons on Sunday at Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. Queen Bulldog Bella Belen led the champs with 17 points, while Eliza Solomon added 16 markers. NU remains on top of the standings with a perfect 5-0 record. UP, on the other hand, slides to 6th place after losing 4 straight games. In the opening matchup, a ground-and-out win for the USC Golden Tigresses as they outlasted Ateneo Blue Eagles for their 5th straight win. Angge Poyos led the España-based squad with 19 points, plus 5 receptions and 4 digs. The Fiery Tigresses are second in the standings with a 5-1 win-loss record. Ateneo is 7th at 1-4. Over in the NBA, the Boston Celtics are victorious in their latest meeting against their rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Jams stopped the 8-game win streak of the Purple and Gold in Beantown, 111-101. Jason Tatum had a solid night for the C's with 40 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. Boston is now on a 4-game winning streak. The Champs are second in the Eastern Conference. Still in the NBA, make that 25K career points and counting for the Warriors' main man, Steph Curry. The chef became the 26th and latest member of the NBA's 25K club after Golden State's victory against the Detroit Pistons. Curry torched the Pistons with 32 points to help the Dubs extend their win streak to 4. The Warriors are currently 6th in the West.
Now in entertainment news, Blackpink Jennie sweeps the charts over the weekend with her latest solo album, Ruby. Her track Extra L with American rapper Doechii debuts at number 3 on the Dance Digital Song Sales chart, number 6 on the Hot Dance Pop Song chart, and number 18 on the Billboard Global 200. This marks Jennie's 4th successful solo act that ranked competitively. Lady Gaga returns to the Saturday Night Live stage as a host and musical guest after over a decade. The pop star didn't mind poking fun at herself during her monologue, including her movie Joker 2, which flopped in the cinemas last year. This guesting comes after she released her new album Mayhem Friday last week. The album includes her chart-topping singles Abracadabra and Disease, as well as the global phenom collab with Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile.
I've yet to see the Lady Gaga SNL episode.
I haven't seen it yet.
But I want to check it out and review it because she's actually has been fantastic in SNL.
She is.
We listed down the songs that she had there, pero alam mo, I want her to kind of go on like a Disney trip. Just try and, you know...
Disney songs?
Disney songs,
Okay.
or... Because we've seen her do jazz.
Yeah.
We've seen her
She can do any genre. She's
genre.
amazing.
Yes.
She went to Juilliard.
Exactly. So
Like,
I haven't heard the Disney
crazy.
stuff. And in particular,
Disney songs.
I want to hear her do Pocahontas because Colors of the Wind, because it's a perfect segue to our next segment where we're going to talking about colors on our
How
skin.
long did it take you to come up with that?
Like,
oh my God. I was like,
like-
why Pocahontas?
I wanted to waste your time so much leading up to that
That's
joke.
like 20 seconds I will never get back in my life.
Pero pa-explain nga, why are we going to talk about colors on our skin?
Ikaw na, Pao. Go. Waste my time some more. Just kidding. This is not... Go, Anne. This is
But
more
yeah, we are
helpful.
talking about colors. You may be surprised how wearing the right colors can brighten up your aura and complement your features. We'll sit down with a professional color consultant after the break to talk about this trend, color analysis. So don't go away. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Good evening, I'm Pinky Webb.
The questions.
What did you uncover?
Kita natin yung sa IPO, there was a violation of Section 8 of Republic Act 9511.
The issues.
Is there a problem with that, the present setup of the syntax?
The reason there's a 5% increase is because of inflation.
We clarify matters.
All these government agencies were actually the lowest. That's why it has to be, I hope that it will be addressed.
Pinky Web is always on point.
The latest news, national issues.
For universal health care, the law is established, the implementing rules and regulations, even the budget has been defined.
The political scene.
You know, I'm glad that he made that perfectly clear, that they will always be behind us.
And conversations with prominent personalities.
There's only one reason, politics. They want them out. What is dangerous, we might have a reorganization of governments.
All these firsthand at the forefront.
And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to host one Baptist more.
Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, for those wanting to elevate their style and aura, choosing a palette can now be done professionally. This ends a cycle of guessing which colors suit you the most. We'll put it to a test this morning with certified image and color consultant Ingrid Nieto-Pagulayan. It's a beautiful day, Ingrid. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yes, good morning, ladies and Pao. It's a beautiful morning indeed.
It is, especially now that you're here here with your colorful outfit. I love it. Now, we're talking about colors this morning. You know, I'm seeing a lot of reels on social media helping people or guiding people on how to choose the right colors for their bodies, right?
Yes.
And there are actually some apps that you can download to help you find the right color for you. Now, can you tell us all about what color analysis is and how is it done?
Okay, so yes, you did mention that there are a lot of apps and they're popular, but they're not the most accurate. Color analysis started with, the basis of it is in art. Okay, so you like the paint and all that. So they applied it to humans. So finding the best color match, assessing your skin tone, your color patterns, even your hair and your eyes, and then finding the best colors that enhance you, bring out your best features. Because for color analysis, you don't want to be dressed or around colors that drain the life out of you or are too strong for you, right? So it's just really finding that balance and making sure that you're the one in focus. It's not the color that we see first.
Yeah. It feels like, because people probably don't realize kung anong underlying pigment nila.
Yes.
When they take a look at what colors work with the others. Of course, when people are saying, okay, wow, people actually study this. Ako, we were talking a bit off the air, na akala ko, well, at least I knew that it became popular in Korea, but I didn't know kung anong origin niya.
Yes, it started like in the West. So like I said nga, ang start niya art, diba? But as early as the 1960s, it was starting na personal color analysis. There was this lady named Susan Cagle. She was this woman. Women would line up for to get an analysis, and for her, it was more of personal. So people would line up, she'd take a look at the person, and she would paint your palette. Because we still didn't have these ones. But of course, that took so long. It was not as sustainable, but it was highly personalized. So it was still a very special thing. But of course, as technology has advanced, we have more tools now, so it has become quicker.
Yeah, may swatches na eh.
Yes, there are swatches na, and then you have the fabric.
Right, and I've been seeing this all over social media, like what Anne has said, and I've been wanting to try this. But I have a question that all color analysis say on social media. They talk about the seasons.
Yes.
So can you talk more about that and what are the different seasons?
Yes. So the basis of that, because there's warm and cool, right? That was where it started. Warm colors and then cool colors. And then it was not enough to just categorize people into just warm and cool. That's how diverse the coloring of humans are. Then came the 4 seasons, because when they took a look at how colors look, then you have warm, right? So that would be spring and autumn. So spring is warm and clear, or there's that certain brightness to it. And then autumn, there's still warm colors. So when you think of autumn, right, you think of warmth, but it's more of velvety. It's the softness. And then for summer, I know it's kind of different here in the Philippines, because when we think of summer, our context is like, when we think of summer in the Philippines, it's bright. But if we're gonna base it sa West, the summer colors are light and cool. And then winter, it's cool, but they're clear and they're jewel-like. So those are the 4 seasons. And then there were now sub-seasons. So we'll talk about that later, but maybe for purposes of it's just so quick, we just have 4 for now. Yes.
All right. No, I think that's perfect. But at the same time, you have all your tools here.
Yes.
And these girls, nahihiya po sila. They want a demo on themselves. Actually, ako rin. But let's focus on them first. So let's say you're going to do color analysis and you meet your client for the first time. What do you normally assess first? And then what are the steps in terms of actually providing a proper color analysis?
Yes, so when they come to me, of course, I take an observation of all of their features. And it's very important because when I do a demo on our lovely hosts here, it's just going to be quick. But when I do it in the studio, they usually come to me barefaced so that I could really see the pigments. And then I do a skin scan. And then I use my other tools just to verify. Because sometimes when we scan it, it's just the undertone, but it's very important that we also take note of the overtone.
I didn't even know there was an overtone.
Yeah. So there, and then I take them through the tools. I assess the hair, because that's also one thing. People ask me, if I get a color analysis, will it limit the colors that I can wear? Will I have to stick with my hair color? What if I want to play around? So I take a look at that one as well. And it's personal. It's different per person. And then makeup for the gentlemen. the suit and the tie colors.
Yeah.
Oh, and this goes with jewelry as well, right?
Jewelry, yes. Your best metals and your best gemstones.
Yeah.
How about color contact lenses?
Yes.
Even the eye colors?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a concern for Anne.
I know that me and Pao are good on that.
No, it's a concern for me because my contact lenses are green.
We actually have
I
never seen
didn't even
Anne's.
notice.
How have you
Green.
not noticed?
I've
I never look at her
green
I look at her like she's a snake. No, all joking. All joking aside, but but let's take a look at this now. How the process would go. Let's experiment on Mo. I like how you said bare face because Mo looks completely different without makeup.
Wow! Grabe ka naman! I feel like I look the same without makeup. Sorry, wow, everybody cannot be pogi like you, Pao. Grabe ka there.
Okay, sige. So, actually,
her a
she'll
snake
do a
and said
demo
he'll
on
serve
the
her.
three of us. So, we start with Mo first.
Yes. So
Okay.
we'll start with Mo. What I'll illustrate with Mo is temperature. So this is just for demonstration purposes.
Okay.
Mo, could you help her out with her mic?
Oh, her mic there.
Thank you.
You're
so
welcome.
here you see, I have my hair swatches here.
Even
Oh,
pattern.
wow, that is so
Yes.
cool.
So let's start with.
She's gonna tell me I'm wearing the wrong color today.
But we're all
Don't
wearing
worry.
blue.
I know, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, again, it's
Oh, sorry.
It's a different setup if it's in the studio because understandably they're on TV. Of course, kailangan nakatimpla yung colors nila, even the makeup
Yes,
for TV.
yes,
That's
that's right.
one of the advantages of color analysis kasi you get to know what your best personal colors are, and then depende sa context. If you're on TV, if you have a presentation, for example, you have to
Right.
stand out, then you will learn
Sakto.
which ones
That's
are
what I
the best.
need.
Just put
Okay.
mine.
Let me help you with
Thank
that.
you.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so for this one, we'll see which one is better for her in terms of temperature. This is gray and this is cool. Okay. Take a look at Mo. Let's see if this color makes her look dull. How about if we compare it to yellow, which is warmer?
I feel like the yellow looks better, but I don't know.
Does it?
I
Do
feel
you
like-
see harmony in her features?
Oh, but it matches with my skin too much, the yellow, huh?
Yeah, I think the gray looks
Yes.
better.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I have so much mustard bun.
Anne is correct. Yes, the gray
Yeah,
looks
the gray
better.
looks better on you, Mo. This one washes
I
out
need
your
to get
features.
rid of my mustard clothes.
But actually, when you mix the gray with the yellow, it actually, like made it less harsh.
Yes,
But
now let's take a
actually-
look at your
Marunong pa ako,
whites.
di ba?
Kaya hindi mo na ako hihirit kasi baka mali ako eh.
So this one is off-white,
Okay.
and then we have the bright white.
The
Parang the off-white.
Off-white.
the second white is actually better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am so
This is
wrong with
cooler.
my colors.
And then let's take a look at this green.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good. I like it.
So this is
I feel like-
temperature. This is for the
Yes,
temperature,
this is just
right?
temperature
Okay.
if she's warmer or cooler.
Mm.
Oh. Look at the green. This one's warmer.
Okay.
And then this, which is cooler. Which one brings more of your focus to Mo, and what is it that harmonizes with her features? She
I'm
looks
scared
more
now.
radiant.
The
This?
green.
I feel like the green.
It's actually the
The
blue.
blue.
Really?
So I'm
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Okay,
blue.
cool tone. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I am so wrong. That's why I need you. I'm
Yes.
going to you for a full color.
Yes, it's better if you get a full one. Then we have the coral. Coral actually looks
Yeah, I was
good on
gonna
you.
say, yeah.
And then we
Oh,
have the pink.
That looks nice.
So,
I prefer the coral.
Really?
yes, but between the two, they're both
Pink,
good.
yeah, the
Yeah.
pink one is nice.
Okay.
So you can
Yeah.
wear both. And then we have the caramel brown. And then the cherry
There,
brown. Oh,
that
this
one.
one.
Oh,
looks
that one
good.
is good.
Brown.
So a
Yes.
lot of the cooler colors work better for you.
Okay.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yes.
I thought I was a warm toned person.
We'll see. If you come to the studio, you might discover you might be in the
It
middle.
might
right?
it might
Actually.
change
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
especially
need
when
to
you're
go there like
barefaced.
without all the
Yes.
harsh lights in the TV studio, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For
Yeah, I'll
Anne,
hold the
Okay.
mic.
what I'll illustrate is the intensity. So we're done with
Intensity.
temperature.
Okay.
With intensity, what we assess is how soft, bright, or intense the colors she can handle. Okay?
I can handle a lot of intensity.
But let's see.
Okay.
Mali nga si Mo kanina eh. Ba, mali ka rin eh.
Personality-wise.
Not just in terms of color, but in terms of everything.
Yes,
Bring it.
Personality-wise, I really can feel Anne is, yes, that's why we
She's
can
the most
balance it. Because
intense.
sometimes we've seen people where in their coloring, it's like, yes, soft colors work, but their personality. So we have to be able to support that as well. But let's look at it from the physical perspective first. So
Okay.
this one is soft.
She's saying this because she's known me for quite some time already.
So this one is soft, very soft. If I put it near your face, it's not really doing anything for your features. It's not enhancing. It's like it's just there.
Okay.
And then we go for a moderate soft. So we step up the intensity a little bit. This one is pretty okay. So the first one, not so much. Now let's step it up again, moderate. There you go. So this one you can still handle.
Okay.
Next will be moderate bright or moderate intensity. This one, if you look at it on the screen, it's beginning to jump out.
Yeah.
It's the color that you see first, and
Yeah,
it's not
not her.
Anne anymore.
Yeah.
So this one, maybe if you have speaking engagements, you have to be on stage. This would be great.
Okay.
The last one is the most intense. Would you look at that? Right?
Yeah.
It's too much for Anne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's not that intense.
Her intensity level,
I'm sakto lang.
yes, it's this one. So the moderate soft
Yeah.
and the moderate.
Yeah, so
Okay.
what you basically do is you're able to really get more data with every bit of
Yes.
every test that you practically do.
Yes.
And in the end, siguro synthesize it all, summarize it all.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. How long did it take you to study all of this? Because I feel like there's a lot of factors.
Yes, I studied, my first course was in 2019, but then I continued studying because the more that you do it, you realize, wait, I think I still need to build up on my knowledge.
Yeah.
Yes, and the more people that I see, because initially my training was just Asian, it was important for me that we consider all races because we have a mix of different cultures,
Yes,
different
yes,
races.
yes.
So important to consider that.
Right. Now I want to see
Paolo's
hair
turn.
colors on Paolo.
Hair color ba ako?
Let's
Like,
try
whichever.
that. Here, let me get the hair color swatches. I will trade you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Paolo, what hair
Let's
colors
see
have
which
you
one will
tried
make him
so
more
far?
bald. Let me help you
Never.
with that.
I've never changed my hair color before.
Outright, I will say that Paolo, his hair color works for him and his features. I like how, of course, he has strong features eh. Yun, kilay niya in this one. So, if ever he will change his hair colors because this is a strong, distinct feature in him, he also has to kind of match it. No? Now, let's see, because he has darker, let's see how light you could go.
Okay.
Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So your
the
hair,
blonde Pao.
I know, right? A platinum blonde.
I don't know the whole
so
word.
when we talk about hair color levels, the lower you are on the scale, the darker it is, the higher it is, it's lighter.
Okay.
So for him, his hair color is not even a 2, it's not dark brown. I'd say it's a, it's not darkest brown. It's in between a 3 and a 4. So
Yeah.
that's a dark brown and the medium brown.
Okay.
Okay, so you're safe within that level. All right, let's see if you could go up. Maybe you could go up to a 5.
Really? A 5?
Yes,
Okay.
just a 5, because when you go up to a 6 to 8, look at that.
It'll wash him out.
And it stands out too much, right? It does
Yeah.
not
Right,
harmonize that much anymore with his features.
Okay.
So a safe range for you would be, 3 to 5.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's just the base colors. Of course, it's a different story when they start mixing in ash, red,
And highlights.
yes,
Yeah,
highlights.
Yeah, highlights.
Let's take a look. This is a level 5 and it's purple. Let's see.
Have purple suits.
Here, here. This one. Oops.
There.
Yeah, if you just want to have
The
fun, you can
dark
try it
purple
out.
is actually maybe as a highlight.
Yeah, as a
Yeah,
highlight.
as a highlight. Yeah.
Yeah, depends on your personality. Are you
Yeah,
that type who's
I'm-
adventurous with your hair color?
No, I've never tried. But at the same time, I'm also, I don't know, I'm boring.
2025 is the year to get your hair colored.
Boring, but maybe you have, because you're not that adventurous.
No, hair-wise,
Yeah.
at the very least. But then, of course, for those wondering, for those wondering in terms of the benefits of actually getting color analysis, because a lot of people might think, like, especially from a guy's perspective, sometimes they might think, uy, medyo maarte na, color analysis pa kayo. But then, what do you think is the biggest benefit of actually getting the analysis done?
Getting the analysis done, it lessens decision fatigue. Because when you know what your colors are, you get to have a wardrobe formula. Because I'll guide you which are your staple colors or your core colors. And then you have your basic colors and your accent. Just remember those 3 categories. Each person will have that because when you start planning your wardrobe, okay, I have my neutrals, my core. And then you switch it around with basics. So that could be your tops, that could be your dresses for the ladies, and then accent colors, accessories, and ties for the men.
And of course, for those who want to try color analysis, how can they reach you? What tips do you have?
We are
And
so interested.
of course, just siguro, how can people start the process of this journey?
And normally, how long does the process take as well?
Yes, the process takes about an hour per person. So at least you get one-on-one time with me and we really get to go through all of the details of your colors. So if you'd like to try it out, if you'd like to book a session, you can just go to my website, www.ingridnieto.com, and to see the available schedules, https://missingridnieto.as.me.
All right.
Anne and I will definitely be there.
Yes. After the show, we're heading there.
Are you
not
actually?
really. Huh?
Are you actually going there after the
Not
show?
really, Ingrid. I already told her that we needed this, Mo, right? Because when we go shopping...
I do need this. Not today, though, but another time. Si Anne agad after the show.
Pati si Mo, nagulat sa schedule niya.
Wait.
But we really need this in our lives, you know, selecting the clothes that we wear on the show every day. It's really difficult to just, trust our instincts.
Yes.
Yeah.
It gives you a framework.
Yes.
And you realize also that you don't actually need a closet full of clothes.
Oh, that's my problem right now.
What a
That's why I
relief.
need you. And I'm trying to declutter too. So that's a great help.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Certified image and color consultant Ingrid Nieto-Pagulayan.
Later on the show, a dermatologist will join us live to talk about skincare for cancer patients. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Cancer patients don't just deal with the challenges of treatment. They also face various skincare concerns. Now, to help understand how to care for the skin during and after cancer treatment is dermatologist Dr. Marie Reyes Habito. She now joins us live via Zoom from Laguna. It's a beautiful day. Doc Claire, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So, Doc Claire, when people think of chemotherapy, the first thing that comes to mind is normally the hair comes off, right? And I don't think most people know that it also affects the skin. So can you tell our viewers, how does cancer treatments like chemotherapy affect the skin?
Yes, so I'm so happy to be here and trying to encourage more patients to take care of their skin. You see, chemotherapy tries to stop cancer cells or multiplying cells. But since the skin is also multiplying, the skin tends to delay its repair, or it tends to delay its multiplication. Hence, it becomes drier. And there are new medicines now for cancer. We call them targeted therapies and immunotherapies. These are very good treatments. But at the same time, they have very severe skin side effects. Patients have rashes, sometimes acne. But, when these rashes happen, it means that the medicine is also working very well. So that's where I come in. I want to encourage people to try to take care of their skin and at the same time see a dermatologist whenever rashes are seen.
Doc, what are the most common skin issues, aside from the rashes that you mentioned, that the cancer patients face during the entire treatment?
Well, the most common really is the hair loss, and people really feel devastated when they see their hair falling out. But another is what you call toxic erythema of chemotherapy. You see, chemotherapy comes out of the sweat glands. And when they come out of the sweat, the most common area where the sweat glands are in the hands and in the feet. Other areas will be your groin and your axilla. And these are the areas when the chemotherapy comes out, it causes some redness, rashes, and we call it actually hand and foot syndrome. Patients would have cracking on their hands, cracking on their feet. So if you're on chemotherapy, I encourage you not to use your hands like slamming it. Example, working in the kitchen or cleaning. And when you have your walking around, don't stomp your feet, don't use hard footwear, because that can worsen the side effects of the chemotherapy.
Well, you know, there's some people, you mentioned the cracking of the hands, you mentioned the rashes. Some people, when they're not going through chemotherapy, when they're not going through any cancer treatment, they already have certain solutions for them. How different are the solutions that cancer patients need to take to address these particular side effects?
Different tips. Example, for the hands and feet. When you're undergoing chemotherapy, you can actually use a hand, it's called ice pack or cryotherapy. Like when you hold on to ice and even cold object, there's vasoconstriction or decrease in blood flow in the hands and the feet. So the chemotherapy will not pass through the hands and the feet too much. That will lessen the side effect actually of the hand and foot syndrome. So hindi masyado mapula. In fact, yung mga nails na nahuhulog or nangingitim, that will also lessen if you have that parang ice pack technique.
Now, Doc, are there any specific ingredients that the cancer patient should avoid when they buy skincare?
Yeah, good question. So I promote especially patients who have breast cancer. I try to promote paraben-free, phthalate-free skincare products. It's because these ingredients, these are, example, parabens are actually preservatives that try to prolong the shelf life of your cosmetics. However, they are known to be xenoestradiols, which means they mimic estrogen. And if they do so, they have a hormonal effect. So for breast cancer patients, that's what I say. And studies have shown actually that, like there was a study on certain number of people, like 30 people who did not use any parabens and phthalates in their skin products. And later they found out that after doing so in a month, their urine and blood parabens were actually decreased. And even their gene or oncogene expression has decreased for those patients.
Doc, you mentioned that one of the effects of the chemotherapy or any cancer treatment is the hair falling off, right? Are there specific scalp care products or shampoos that you recommend to these cancer patients?
Since your scalp is very thinned out already, you don't need a lot of bubbling. Now, the bubbling is caused by an ingredient called sulfates or sodium lauryl sulfate. So usually for patients who are thinning scalp, I recommend an SLS-free shampoo. And it's actually good to have your hair cut already if you're on the later side of the chemotherapy so that you don't really see lots of hair falling down. Putting on some oil on your scalp will also help decrease the dryness over the scalp area as they thin out.
When we talk about the skincare, a lot of people, even without cancer, people think about the reaction of the skin to the sun. Now, if you're going through cancer treatment, I'm sure that changes quite a bit as well. So what approaches should they take when regard to skincare, especially with sun exposure, given the different types of treatment and, of course, the cancer itself?
True. Nowadays, it's so hot. I have a friend who just exposed herself washing her car and she had a sunburn in 30 minutes. So exposing yourself to the sun would cause sunburns. If you are a cancer patient on chemo, your skin repair is a lot slower. And for patients who are, let's say, on radiation, we have this what we call radiation skin recall, that if you expose yourself to the sun, the dermatitis appears. Even years after, tapos na yung radiation. Pero years after you expose yourself to the sun once more and get a sunburn, the area where you had the radiation will have a severe dermatitis once again.
Yeah, so you take a look at a lot of people would actually try to use sunscreen, will try to use, will actually say that, oh, this SPF is enough,
Yeah.
and look at the different measures of trying to protect themselves against the sun. If you're a cancer patient in particular, is there a prescribed, I guess, ingredient that you have to avoid? And of course, is the SPF count different necessarily for those with a bit more sensitive skin because of their treatment?
I usually give the SPF 50, at least that one. And then as you go through the increments increase kasi SPF 80, 100, maliit na lang yung significant add-on to that. But I also tell patients that the mineral sunscreens will be better. This is where you have the zinc oxide, titanium dioxide. Yung medyo mas maputi on the side. But those are physical sunscreens. So they have a way of protecting the skin from the UV light also better, and lesser rashes compared to chemotherapy, chemo type of chemical sunscreens.
Now, Doc, we mentioned about the sulfate-free hair shampoo, the SPF, and the paraben-free. So those are the stuff that we put on our skin. Now, but what about the stuff that we take? So are there like specific foods or supplements that cancer patients should take during their treatment to help?
Foods rich in antioxidants, so that's your fruits, vegetables. Of course, they're very good because they really help fight against cancer. But one thing that if you're on chemo, I usually ask patients to take ice chips or even cold drinks. So I mentioned kanina the cryotherapy in the hands and feet, like holding the ice. But drinking the ice, drinking, let's say, a cold drink, fruit slush, will help decrease the mouth sores from the chemotherapy as well.
Yeah.
Since there's also vasoconstriction in your mouth. So that's very good to do while doing your chemotherapy.
Yeah, because I remember my dad, when he was undergoing chemotherapy, would give him ice chips just to relieve the dryness in the mouth. Yeah, so Doc, let's talk about this upcoming talk that you're having on March 22, and this is aimed to help women of all ages take better care of their health and feminine areas. What can you tell us, or can you tell us more about this?
Yes, so thank you for letting me share that. But last note for cancer patients, if you have skin rash, please do consult a board-certified dermatologist. Bring us into your team because I'm sure that more people who will be able to help you you will be able to have more hope in pursuing your treatments. And this coming March 22, I have a free webinar with Dr. Amy Kua on lumps, curves, and women's health. This is open for all women. We want to show how to take care of your feminine areas. That's your breasts and your feminine curves. So I hope you can text or send a message in Facebook Messenger at Skincare for Hope or at Skincare for Hope Advocates. So we'll send you the Zoom link as soon as you text us.
Doc, sorry, I just want to ask you more about your advocacy. Of course, it's very special what you're doing, and of course, making it free as well to let people know more about it. Do you feel that it isn't talked about enough, or maybe the information out there is maybe not as accurate as it should be? That's the reason why you're doing webinars like this, trying to get information out there properly?
Yes, it's actually just recent, like for the past decade, that cancer patients are thought of in the dermatology or skincare realm. It's often put off. But you see, when you take care of yourself, you take care of your skin, when you see those rashes resolving, it gives you more hope to continue. And especially now that the medications, the newer ones, are really very good for cancer. But at the same time, their skin side effects are very severe. So I'm really trying to advocate to put the dermatologist into your cancer team, because I'm sure we will be able to help you, not just with your skin rash, but increase your hope in finishing that cancer journey.
Doc, do you feel that it actually, you mentioned helping you finish the cancer journey, do you feel that it actually helps with the mentality going through this, because I am 100% sure that anyone going through the battle against cancer could use every bit of boost, every bit of help, especially from the psychological side of things, dealing with this type of affliction and this ailment.
Yes, that is so true. Because if you stay beautiful in the outside, you find more hope. Now, promoting, sorry, my book, Staying Beautiful and Hopeful for a skincare guide for cancer patients. This is available in Lazada and Shopee. This is really for to boost more hope for cancer patients, not just to take care of their skin. So I hope you get to see that.
Now, Doc, before we let you go, for those who have more questions and want to reach out to you, where can they find you?
Yes, so you can. I have online consultation. So I'm found in Sirius MD, and also you can find my Facebook page, Claire Habito, Claire Habito Dermatology MD, and I work in Asian Cancer Institute and Healthway Cancer Center.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, for the great advocacy that you are doing. Doc, we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc Claire Habito, for coming.
And thank you so much, Doc. Once again, after the break, we'll be speaking with Dr. Rey Del Napoles from the Quezon City Veterinary Office to share details of the city's free pet services. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching It's a Beautiful Day. This is Weather HQ. The Quezon City Government is offering a range of free veterinary services to ensure the health and safety of our beloved pets. To discuss this initiative with us, joining us via Zoom is Dr. Rey Del Napoles of the Quezon City Veterinary Office. Magandang umaga, Dr. Rey. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting us. It's a pleasure.
Doc, let's start off first with the free veterinary services being offered by QC. Of course, some people may not be aware that this is a service available to the residents of Quezon City. Could you let us know a bit more about the services that they can avail of?
Well, right now is the entire month of March is the Rabies Awareness Month, and we are putting forward the consciousness on the importance of getting our pets vaccinated. On every day po is rabies awareness for us. It's a priority for the Quezon City Government to put an end to rabies, and we have a timeline of 0 by 30, wherein we hope that there's no human death from dog-mediated rabies by 2030. So, puspusan po yung pagbibigay natin ng serbisyo, nag-house to house po tayo, nag-stationary point po tayo. So, these are strategic point sa mga barangay na nagre-request po sa atin ng bakuna. So, aside from bakuna po, may libre din po tayong kapon, which is done by schedule. At this point, twice a week po tayo nagkakapon. And then may libre din po tayong microchipping, which is done during caravans and on big events po. And then may free deworming and consult then on top of the usual activities po natin.
Well, Doc, there's a lot of programs to go through, pero simulan muna natin sa anti-rabies. You mentioned 0 by 30. Just so we have an idea, kamusta man yung progress going towards that goal? Kasi that is a very ambitious goal, Doc.
It is, but from the last 3 to 4 years, ang human death natin sa Quezon City has been maintained at 2. So I think kung puspusan po yung pagbabakuna natin ng mga hayop or ng mga aso at pusa natin, ma-eliminate natin ang human deaths sooner than 2030. Ang pakiusap lang natin sa lahat po sana ng mga bite victims natin, sumangguni kagad sa mga doktor, pumunta po sa mga bite centers para po mabigyan ng libreng bakuna. Libre po ang bakuna sa tao po, lalo na kung kinakailangan kagad i-provide ang mga post-exposure treatments.
Doc, for those who are first-time pet owners especially, and for those na hindi pa sanay magka-pet, gaano ka-regular dapat yung vaccination process? And of course, for those not aware, gaano ka-importante ang pagbabakuna for the overall health of their pets?
So, the rabies vaccine is given annually po. We should not miss out that opportunity to vaccinate and to revaccinate every year. Until such time na we are rabies-free, hindi natin dapat palampasin po yung pagkakataon na annually vaccinated yung alaga natin because we could not take the risk na pwede sa mag-acquire ng rabies from total random dogs. So, while we are walking our dogs sa parks, baka biglang atakehin ng isang rabies dog and they can acquire the rabies if they're not updated po sa vaccine nila.
Sir, na-mention niyo po that there are some measures in terms of the population control of pets, or at least you're offering services to help address that. Do you have any numbers on the pet statistics sa Quezon City po?
Hindi pa po updated ng ating survey. The last dog population survey na ginawa natin was in 2017. We found out 20% ng human population is the dog population. Last Friday, we spoke with the Global Alliance for Rabies Control. The recent study that they've done, nasa 25% na ng human population. So this estimate has been bloating up, and this is in effect of the pandemic. Kasi during the pandemic, a lot of households took in pets to keep them, occupied, to ease out from boredom, among others. And this is also confirmed by a big pet food company. They saw an increase of 60% in cat ownership and 40% in dog ownership.
Well, Doc, another program you had is yung microchipping. And some people might be wondering, why do we need to microchip? Why is it important na they have this piece of technology in their pets?
So the microchip is a permanent ID. It's like wearing an ID na hindi mo siya pwedeng ipagpalit, hindi siya pwedeng matanggal. So it's an embedded device. It's as big as a grain of rice, and that's worn by the patient for life. So when we scan it, it gives us a serial number, and then this serial number can be validated through a database, and we can pull out the information of the pet owner as well as yung taga saan siya. So in case mawawala yung alaga natin, we can help them to be rehomed. And in cases of disaster po, and based sa experience that we've had in the recent years, ang dami pong pets na naiiwanan during disasters. I was in Yolanda day 4 after the aftermath. Ang dami pong pets na iwanan sa mga homes, and we took in more than 600 dogs from Tacloban, and we were able to rehome them manually. Hinanap natin yung mga pangalan ng mga may-ari ng bahay, and it was a tedious process. Whereas kung may microchip and then there is a database, mas madali na po natin silang malocate.
Doc, for those wondering, I'm sure there are a lot of people who are interested in microchipping, pero they're worried about yung comfort ng mga pets po nila in terms of the process of actually implanting the technology. For those with that particular concern, Doc, what message do you have for them?
Well, I would understand when we have pets, we look at them as our babies, and yes, it's a bit painful, but it's just, if expert po yung mag-i-implant, it's a rapid shot. So, mabibigla lang, mararamdaman ng alaga natin, mabibigla lang po sila sa sudden pain, but then it's over with a few seconds after. Normal minsan na dumudugo sa implantation site kasi may mga patients tayo or may mga pets tayo na medyo malipis yung balat at sensitive. But then, nonetheless po, they don't need to take pain meds. They don't need to take antibacterial meds because it's a perfectly safe method po of implantation. Medyo malaki lang talaga po yung karayom, but it's the only way we can implant it. But rest be assured, it's very safe for our pets.
Doc, for the Quezon City residents who want to take advantage of the free services we did mention, how can they do so? How can they reach out and avail of your services? And of course, where can they find out more about the programs of the QC City Government, especially when it comes to their pets?
So, all our schedules po, be it the house-to-house vaccinations, are posted in our Facebook page, Animal Care and Disease Control. Follow lang po at pati yung Quezon City Veterinary Department. Nakapost po araw-araw ang ating programa, masusundan po nila yung mga kung nasaan po ang ating house-to-house activities, pati yung mga request. Pati din po ang schedule natin ng kapon. Now, for the libreng bakuna po everyday, nandito po sa Quezon City Hall, sa City Health Building po, ground floor. Meron po tayong clinic, may libreng clinic po tayo para sa ating mga pets. Pwede po mag-avail ng libreng bakuna, microchipping, deworming, consult, at pwede din po magpa-schedule ng kapon because they only do once a week na kapon sa ating clinics. And then, meron din po tayong mga scheduled caravan. Kung nasaan po kayong distrito, pwede niyo po sundan yung Facebook page ng ating district action offices. Nakapost po doon yung schedule na caravan. And during the caravans, binababa din po natin yung libreng bakuna at microchipping.
Peace from the Quezon City Veterinary Office, Dr. Rey Del Napoles. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for the insights and the information.
Thank you very much po. It has been a pleasure to be sharing this information to all our pet owners.
It's a more beautiful day because of you. Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po.
Well, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or DNR, has ordered Blue Star Construction Development Corporation to vacate the 300-hectare site in Rizal, home to the Masungi Geo Reserve. Now, this comes after the cancellation of a supplemental agreement dating back to 2002. Among the reasons included is the absence of a presidential proclamation for the housing project. The department explains the developer failed to complete a 5,000-unit garden cottages housing project within the required 5-year timeline. The Masungi Geo Reserve Foundation criticized the decision, saying this is a blow to conservation efforts. The foundation also says they have yet to receive a cancellation notice, adding they are ready to challenge the order. That's it for Weather HQ. Back to you, girls.
Thank you, Pao. Now, heto na. Are we gonna be lucky today or not? Let's go find out from our resident energizer and feng shui master, Hans Kua, in our horoscope of the day. Take it away, Master Hans.
Good morning! It's a beautiful day with Master Hans Kua. Ito po ang horoscope for Monday, March 10 para sa mga pinanganak ng Year of the Rat. Open-minded ka ba? Magdadala yan ng masayang relasyon. Blue at 9. Sa Ox naman tayo, iwasan ang pagkain ng junk food. Eat healthy. Orange at 5. Kay Tiger naman tayo, ang creative ideas mo ay magiging susi sa success. Purple at 3. Rabbit naman tayo, magandang araw to para humingi ng advice mula sa mentor. Gray at 1. Dragon naman, mag-focus sa masasayang moment kasama ang mahal mo. White at 2. Kay Snake naman tayo panatilihin ang tamang postura habang nagtatrabaho. Green at 8. Ito naman, Sea of the Horsey, ang tamang financial planning ay magdudulot ng long-term benefit. Yellow at 4. Kay Ship naman tayo, mag-focus sa personal development upang mag-level up. Pink at 6. Monkey naman tayo, eat on time para makaiwas sa sakit. Blue at 9. Rooster naman tayo, ang determination mo ay magbibigay ng magandang resulta. Brown at 7. Kay Dog naman, panatilihin ang active lifestyle for better performance. Black at 3. Kay Piggy, mag-focus sa mutual understanding at trust. Red at 5. Ako po, si Master Hans Kua. Paalala lang ha, ito po'y patnubay lamang ang tunay na swerte ay nagsisimula sa pagiging totoo. Abangan ang horoscope of the day dito lang po sa It's a Beautiful Day!
Thank you so much, Master Hans Kua. I need to work on my personality development daw.
I'm here for the horses. Here for the horses.
Can you do it how he does it?
Make a sound.
Can you do it how he does it?
I can't.
You can.
No, I perhaps, but then...
See, Anne is in another world. What is she doing?
No, I'm putting sound on his horsey.
No, you guys...
Wait, what horses do you hear? That's the sound they make.
yung mga nanonood kay Master Hans.
Oh my gosh. Well, before you guys make other animal noises, Don't go away because we've got more stories for you after the break. It's a beautiful day. I'm getting so distracted. Wait lang, Direct, can you show Pao? Hold on. Wow.
What?
Wow. Okay. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Make sure you keep it here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News channel.
Get to the latest stories.
The Philippines bags a historic bronze at the 2025 Asia-Pacific Women's Lacrosse Championship.
The updates.
Table tennis power duo siblings brought home medals from the WTT Youth Contender.
The scores and what to celebrate in the world of sports.
I'm Anton Rojas.
And I'm Erica Christensen.
On the scorecard.
Where sports is our business.
Business is our sport.
Only here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News channel.
Hello and welcome to Follow the Money. I'm Rain Musni. Join us as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey.
We empower.
This country deserves a real choice in the next election.
We motivate.
Do not invest money that you're not able to afford to lose.
Changes that are vital.
We're monitoring the sale of these products online.
Follow the Money with Rain Musni.
Keep it here on the Bilyonaryo News channel. Always on top.
Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Prime Video will begin offering AI-aided dubbing in English and Spanish on licensed movies and series in a bid to boost viewership and bring its content to more customers worldwide. The move by Prime Video, which has more than 200 million customers worldwide, is the latest example of how media companies are integrating AI into their offerings to improve customer experience. Walt Disney and ESPN Network last year said it was exploring the use of AI to help personalize its news and recap show SportsCenter to cater better to younger audiences.
And you know what? There was a huge violent reaction from
Before
Anne.
I read this, I was trying to keep it together because Anne's reaction was so violent. Now, please share with our audience.
Your violence.
Yes.
I have
You're so
nothing
calm.
to say.
Wow.
I have nothing to say. Like AI-aided dubbing, I don't know, because I'm a voice talent.
she's a
I'm a
dubber.
dubber.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What do you mean?
Just kidding. You've been saying that every time we talk about this.
I'm a dubber.
Yes, we all
Hence the
know.
name. No. But anyway,
Not of horses, apparently.
Baka she's a dubber sa horses ng pang-child.
sometimes
like
you
children's movie.
actually are required to make animal noises if you're dubbing for a cartoon.
But have you
and
ever
then
done a
there's
horse?
dog. No.
Exactly.
Hindi ako papansa. But anyway, this is kind of scary for the voicing industry, for the dubbing industry. If AI is going to be taking over, that is scary.
Well, you know,
That's my 2
it's
cents.
always going to be one of those things because even you can go on TikTok and then you can put in a caption and then there's a AI dub voice. So I mean, like you know, it's having to. I think it's a big challenge for the humans in the industry.
Yeah, no, and there's like podcasts now that you can generate with AI and it sounds exactly like a podcast. It's crazy. And you can pick, do you want a girl voice or a guy voice? Like,
You know,
it's
I
nuts.
saw this reel of Hank Azaria, the one who voices for Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. He actually did a comparison of him doing some lines, some Simpsons lines,
Oh, with the
and
AI.
then the AI. So he compared his take and then the AI. The AI's take on his delivery, and he actually noticed some differences. You know, the AI still can't get the exact way of how Hank Azaria does his characters. Yeah, but when you listen to it, it's actually pretty close.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's what AI should be. But then before we go into this rabbit hole, we also have to talk about something happening in Thailand.
That's right. Meanwhile, a temple in Thailand is drawing thousands of devotees annually for tattoos that go beyond skin art. The Wat Bang Phra Temple in Nakhon Pathom held a festival over the weekend in honor of its late mystic tattoo master. The devotees have sacred images covering their bodies, believed to offer protection, bring good luck, and even heal sickness. In exchange for the magical inscription, an individual must make an offering and donate an amount based on their faith. The ceremony was marked by prayers, chants, and a sacred water blessing for good fortune.
I actually got one when I was in Thailand. When I backpacked Thailand, I got like that stick and poke up in Pai, which is like their Baguio of Thailand. And I got a cute tattoo.
Ooh.
You also had the Wang Od tattoo.
And I also have Wang Od. So most of my tattoos are very not traditional. The stick and poke, which I think hurts less. I'm actually scared of like the traditional one. I didn't think it hurt at all. I think it's the healing part that hurts because it was way itchier than I think traditional ones.
Really? I thought that was actually more painful.
I didn't feel the stick and poke at all. The one in Thailand, the guy that did it was amazing.
About Wang Od?
Wang Od was a bit on the painful side, but nothing I couldn't handle, and I have low pain tolerance. But I mean, if ever, if I die, y'all can cut the tattoo part of my skin and sell that because it's a work of art.
In Thailand and in the Philippines.
Yeah, serious.
Okay. I have nothing to add to that except for, guys, alam niyo na, we're, cutting out that skin for a gallery. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm an organ donor. I can do like a skin tattoo donor.
But you don't have a tattoo yet. Maybe you can try doing that, right?
Nah.
You're the next one.
Yeah, you're the next one.
I'm pretty good. I think you booked
Don't
a
knock
tattoo.
it till you try it.
Yeah, with Charles.
Yeah, you booked a tattoo with one of our guests before, with Charles, and I think you want another one.
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm not there. It's not my personality. I don't know. I told you guys I'm boring.
Ayaw ng tattoo, ayaw ng hair color,
contacts. Basta pogi.
He's pogi
lang. Okay.
Yeah. No need for enhancements. Yeah.
All right.
Go, Pogi.
Meanwhile, in Rome, its famous landmark was lit with a mesmerizing video mapping show to celebrate International Women's Day. The Trevi Fountain, known for its Baroque beauty and coin-tossing tradition, was transformed into a dynamic display of light and imagery. The spectacle aimed to inspire reflection on women's rights and representation. A live musical performance by the city's police band accompanied the installation. Organizers say they aim to reinforce the message that gender equality is not a one-day commitment, but a continuous movement for change. And you know what? Just seeing that type of, first of all, I love how we managed to find a way to put a modern take, or at least put modern presentations right on top of classical art, classical work.
Yes, look at that.
Putting it all together as we're seeing clips of that particular show. I remember when I was in Dubai and the Burj Khalifa, they actually did light shows on the building. So it's nice to see it in classical pieces of art and architecture.
I know.
In Italy as
and
well.
I can't wait to actually see that architecture. I haven't been to Italy, but I'm going in May, so I'm so excited.
On business class, by the way.
No, yeah.
And this is just really a spectacular way of honoring women, on International Women's Day.
It's been great that like more and more movements like this are happening, that we haven't seen this, like when Paolo and I were in college or high school, we didn't see as much women movement, right?
Yeah.
Women empowerment. I think it's just been in the last couple years, but I think it's amazing that everybody, I think almost every company, every country, they're honoring women.
So March 8th was International Women's Day, but we're actually celebrating women the entire month of March.
As we should celebrate women every day, actually.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, were you waiting for me to add on? I was like, you think center stage. I mean, like, yeah,
He's checked out. Grabe naman.
I was observing the art and the installations as well.
Yeah,
My
I think I saw
goodness.
Marissa Tomei's name over
Yeah,
there.
no, they were featuring different women there. On the
Yes.
left side would be the portrait, and the right side would be their name. And of course, you're absolutely right, Mo.
What did I say?
Celebrate women every day, not just a month.
Not just a month, but every day.
I was actually listening because we listen too. We don't just talk. But again, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us this Monday, March 10th. Thank you so much for starting your week off with us. And we can't wait to have you for the rest of the week and for the rest of Women's Month. That's right. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much for joining us.
I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Wherever this day takes you, always remember to choose joy and spread love and kindness.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. I hope you guys have a great Monday ahead. Join us again tomorrow at 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. only here on
It's a Beautiful Day!